So what happens when people get offended at caricatures? Do clients have more of an expectation for the caricature to look more like a portrait, or does it all depend on a case-to-case basis? It is a case-to-case basis, but yes, there will be people that get offended, and that is okay. Let's keep this as simple as this is. When I first started drawing caricatures, the one thing I was most scared about, and one thing that most people are scared of, is the idea of offending someone. And boy, that's great that you're concerned about that. That's wonderful, and that's a very wise way to think about things. You don't want to offend people, so you try your very best to do the best you can. The thing is, the reason why I didn't get into caricature when I first started out, the reason why I didn't go and get employed at Disney at first, and then I did later, is because I was scared of rejection. And I still remember walking up to one artist and asking him, how do you handle rejection? How do you handle rejection? And he goes, Bud, it's as simple as this. It's a mathematical fact that you're going to fail. And I'm like, ugh, I'm gutted. And he goes, no. That is not your fault. It's a mathematical fact. If you're going to draw hundreds of caricatures, someone's not going to like it. It's as simple as that. It's a mathematical fact. So stop thinking it as a failure. Think of it as a mathematical fact. Out of the millions of steps that you will walk in your life, you will trip once or twice. Out of the hundreds of times that you jumped off of a swing, there's going to be one of those times where you're not going to land the way you were hoping to. That is the natural mathematical fact. The mathematical fact of how many times you sharpen your pencil. You will break lead. I mean, that is it. And if we can have that mathematical fact in our head, instead of it being a failure, knowing that it's a mathematical fact that failure will occur, it makes it that much easier to knock it out of the park. And understand that that cannot be the thing that stops you. Moving forward and getting back to work is the thing that any artist has to do. So basically, that's not something to stress over, but rather to strengthen. Precisely. You take that, you put that in your heart, and you move on from it. It's as simple as that. And here's the thing that's true about life that I absolutely hate. And that is that 100 positive comments and like if this video were to absolutely kill it and get 1 million views, and if I was to read through all these comments of James Joy saying he's learned so much and how amazing is that, or you saying that I'm wholesome and stuff like that, how great are all those comments? And you read 100 of those, and then you find one person in there that says, you're a hack job, you should have gotten that caricature right the first time, you are a disdain of all caricature artists and you should not be teaching. How much do you want to bet that that negative comment will carry more weight than any positive comment that was possibly in that feed? That is how human nature works. And it's a very truly sad thing that we allow that to happen to us. And that is why you cannot consider it a negative thing when someone rejects your caricature. They don't like it, that's okay, I understand. I'm not going to charge you for it. Have a great day. Thanks for letting me draw you at least, and I apologize. Let them walk away and remind yourself it's a mathematical fact. It was going to happen. Could I have done better? Absolutely, but it's a mathematical fact that is going to happen. And just move on. Because there's 4 more people in line right behind that person waiting to sit down, and you're about to make their whole day. And that's a fact. Do not let that one person and that one negative absolutely crash the rest of your day, because that is exactly what's going to happen unless you mentally decide that that negative is not truly a negative, but a mathematical fact.